Good day, everyone. I am Irma Jane Pagaura. In this video, I will be explaining and give examples about the 5 following learning goals. So first, generate possible research questions from the research phenomenon identified. Second, select relevant and appropriate research questions that can be an interest of study. Third, develop research questions. Fourth, discuss the relevance and appropriateness of the theoretical perspectives the researchers or the students hold relating to the research phenomenon identified. And lastly, evaluate the theory to be used as anchor theory of the research study. So, now let us start. So, in generating research questions, these are the 6 things you should consider. First, clear and focused. In other words, the question should clearly state what the writer needs to do. Second, not too broad and not too narrow. The question should have an appropriate scope. If the question is too broad, it will not be possible to answer it thoroughly within the word limit. If it is too narrow, you will not have enough to write about and you will struggle to develop a strong argument. Third, not too difficult to answer. So you must be able to answer the question thoroughly within the given time frame and word limit. Fourth, not too easy to answer. For example, the question should require more than a simple yes or no answer. Fifth, researchable. You must have access to suitable amount of quality research materials such as academic books and referred journal articles. And lastly, analytical rather than descriptive. In other words, your research question should allow you to produce an analysis of an issue or problem rather than a simple description of it. So example of phenomenology research questions are: how do workers experience returning to work after on-the-job injury? Another one, how does a single mother experience taking her child to the doctor? And another one, what is a tourist experience on his first visit to Manila? Now, let us proceed to the second objective. So you will usually write a single research question to guide your progress in a research paper or academic essay. Your answer then forms your thesis statement, the central assertion or position that your paper will argue for. A bigger research problem such as thesis or dissertation may necessitate multiple research questions or problem statements. However, they should all be focused on a single problem or issue. Researchable using primary and or secondary resources. Feasible to answer within the time frame and practical constraints. Specific enough to answer thoroughly. Complex enough to develop the answer over the space of a paper or thesis, and relevant to your field of study and or society more broadly. For the third objective, let's talk about the importance of developing research question. So, a well-defined and specific research question is more likely to help guide us in making decisions about study design and population and subsequently what data will be collected and analyzed. So, the following are examples of good research question. What information do I need? Or where do I find information? Which information can I trust? How can I see new information in my writing? How do I use information ethically? Now, for the fourth objective, theoretical relevance refers to the analytical value a research question adds to the scientific discourse of the subdiscipline, such as international relations, comparative political science, and political sociology. Now, for the last objective, anchor theory in research mean people tend to focus on a single initial piece of information which influences how they estimate value and make subsequent decisions. So why is it important to anchor your research study on a theory? It permits you to move from simply describing a phenomenon observed to generalizing about various aspects of that phenomenon. Having a theory helps you to identify the limits to those generalizations. A theoretical framework specify which key variables influence a phenomenon of interest. So, that would be all. Thank you, and may God bless us all.